An 8-inch fish just attacked my camera in the shallows of Bonaire. Not a barracuda, not a moray, a flounder. And then another flounder showed up and chased the first one away. What's up with that? I've been diving Bonaire for over 25 years. This one left me standing in 3 feet of water, completely baffled. This is Margate Bay, shallow, sandy, calm, not exactly where you expect a wildlife standoff. I was low to the bottom, lens pointed down, trying to get a clear shot of whatever came along. That's when I saw the flounder. I got closer to get a better shot. Boy, was that a bad move. As I approached, the sand exploded and the little docile animal hit my camera lens hard, made a turn, and took a full defensive posture. We stared at each other for a moment. Then, from out of nowhere, flounder number 2 came in and ran flounder number 1 off. Short, fast, confusing, and as it turns out, biologically fascinating. Let's start with the most specific detail. It went straight for the lens, not my fins, not my arm, the lens. That's what I call the smoking gun. Camera lenses, especially dome ports and flat lenses in underwater housings, are highly reflective to a territorial male peacock flounder. That reflection looks like a perfectly matched rival, hovering inches away, making every move he makes. You know, like holding up a mirror to your male betas at home. And the maddening part? The rival never backs down. You flare, he flares. You posture, he postures. He can't win a staring contest with his own reflection. So he escalates, he throws a punch, and that's what hit my lens. Now, why was he so fired up in the first place? Peacock flounders are intensely territorial. A male will defend a specific patch of sandy bottom, sometimes large enough to cover the territories of several females, a harem essentially. When I swam into Margate Bay and got low to the sand to film, I swam right into the middle of his living room. Despite being 8 inches long, these fish have what I can only describe as a very high courage to size ratio. They will charge animals many times their size to defend their turf. It's a flounder with a sergeant major's attitude. And there's one more trigger. I probably set off without realizing it. I was hovering just above the sand. For a peacock flounder whose entire social strategy is being the flattest, most camouflaged thing in the neighborhood, a large camera housing creating a pressure wave and a massive silhouette above his spot, that's a full-on flounder emergency. The second flounder wasn't protecting me. Let's be clear about that. When flounder number 1 left his post to come after me and my camera, he made a critical mistake. He exposed himself. He left his territory to start a fight. Flounder number 2, almost certainly the dominant male of that stretch of sand, saw a subordinate making a scene, moving fast, displaying aggressive coloration, causing commotion. In the open ocean, commotion attracts predators. The alpha had 2 goals: shut this down and reclaim the real estate. So he did what alphas do. He chased the troublemaker off. The turf war ended in about 4 seconds, and I was left alone with my befuddlement. Flounder number 1 started a fight with a camera. Flounder number 2 evicted him for it. Know your flounder. A few things worth knowing about these animals before you dive near one. Camouflage. They use cells called chromatophores to match the color of any sand or rubble in seconds. You probably swam by a dozen without seeing one. Eyes. Both eyes are on the left side of its head, but when it's born, both the eyes are separate. The actual right eye moves over to the left side after it's born. They can move independently, giving them a 360-degree field of view while fully buried. Social structure. 1 dominant male and multiple females. A harem built onto a patch of sand. Peacock flounders are apex performers at one thing they do: disappearing. Everything else, the aggression, the territorial behavior, is in service of protecting the spot where they disappear. If you're filming in the shallows and you see a flounder start to flare its fins or light up its blue spots, that's the warning sign. He's charging up. Tilting the camera slightly so the lens isn't reflecting the fish directly can de-escalate the situation, or just enjoy the show. Either way, scoreboard! Here's the 3, 2, 1 on what we saw today.
3.
Reasons a flounder might charge a diver: territory, the mirror effect, a mistaken prey.
2.
Flounders settle a dominance dispute in under 5 seconds.
1.
And an 8-inch fish with more attitude than most animals 10 times its size. This is Margate Bay, Bonaire. 10 feet of water, 2 flounders, and 1 very confused diver. Stay curious out there. Life is happening everywhere, every day. Drop your questions in the comments, and I'll see you here next time on Undersea G.